how to make my no-bake lemon meringue cheesecake with a biscuit base, lemon cheesecake filling and an Italian meringue on top. It is the perfect summery dessert. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, where today I am making quite the show-stopping summer no-bake dessert of my lemon meringue cheesecake. It's just a level up from the lemon cheesecake you've seen on here before, with an Italian meringue topping that I blowtorched nice and crispy. It's super soft and marshmallowy, homemade and very easy to make. But of course, I will show you all of the bits you need, and the ingredients are quite easy to find, easy to access. As always, the recipe will be in the description box below with the link to the blog post, so any more detail you need, make sure to check it out. But let's get making my lemon meringue cheesecake. For the base, I always use a digestive biscuit with some butter, which I will melt. And then you have your classic cheesecake, which involves double cream and cream cheese, icing sugar, and even some lemon juice. A little optional food coloring as well, just to make it a little bit lemony. And then you have the meringue topping. When you're making the Italian meringue, you need simple ingredients, which is egg whites. This is 3 medium egg whites, but you need about 100 grams worth. So I always weigh it into a bowl and take out any extra. And then I use some granulated sugar and of course some water. This is literally just tap water. This is your standard sugar. And these 3 ingredients will make the best Italian meringue topping ever for this cheesecake. But of course, we'll start with the biscuit base. So we need to make sure the biscuits are nice and crumbly with some melted butter, and we can press them into our tin. I start by adding my biscuits slightly crushed into my food processor and make sure to blitz these to a fine crumb. Obviously, if you don't have a food processor, you can just use a large bowl with the end of a rolling pin and just make sure they're really fine. Then I pour in my melted butter. You can use a block butter or a baking spread for this, and just pour it right in. And then mix these together to make a slight wet sand texture, and it's ready to go. So once your biscuit base is nice and wet sand texture, we can press it into the tin. Because I wanted this to look a little bit more like a lemon meringue pie, I decided to use a tart tin for this. So this is a 9-inch loose bottom tart tin. I'll link it in the description box just so you get the right sizing. But if you don't have a tart tin, you can just use a normal springform cake tin if you want. It's the same method as any other cheesecake where we put the biscuit base on the bottom. But for this one, we're going to put it on the sides and base and press down firmly and then fill it with the cheesecake. I find it easier to use the back of a spoon to press into the sides of the tart tin, just because it compacts it in and it smooths it over at the same time. So once you've pressed your biscuit base into the base and sides of the tart tin, it's all nice and smooth and compact. So now we can move on to making the cheesecake filling. Start your cheesecake filling by adding your full fat cream cheese to a large bowl. It's important to make sure this is full fat, just so it definitely sets. You can also use a full fat mascarpone if you want a sweeter taste, but definitely don't use low fat cream cheese. Then add your icing sugar to the bowl as well. This adds a little sweetness and it will help it set. And then add your lemon juice. You can also use lemon extract if you prefer, and this could be bottled lemon or fresh lemons. And then make sure to whisk these together so they're nice and smooth. I also add a little bit of yellow food coloring just to make the cheesecake look a little bit more lemony, but this is entirely up to you. I'll just add a few drops, maybe. And then I'm going to pour in my double cream as well. I make sure to use double cream because I need the fat content. Single cream doesn't work. Once you've had all your ingredients in the bowl, whisk this until really thick. And then when your mixture has been whisked, you can see how thick and luxuriously smooth the cheesecake mix is. Once your cheesecake mix really is that thick and lovely, it's time to add it to your tart tin. It's really important, like with any cheesecake, to make sure you really push it into the sides, but where this has a biscuit base, you need to be a little bit more gentle. So one good method to do this is to use a large piping bag to help fill the tart case. Of course, it's a very large piping bag with a lot of mix, so I just get anything I can put the piping bag over, just to make it easier to fill. But obviously, if you have another set of hands, this is much easier than trying to do it yourself. So once I've cut off the end, I'll just help fill in the sides by pushing the mixture all the way around, making sure there's no air gaps. Now that I've filled it in, I'm just going to smooth it over slightly with my angled spatula to make sure I have a nice smooth surface. So once your cheesecake mix is in the tart case and it's smoothed over, I'm just going to put this in the fridge to start setting whilst I make the Italian meringue. So when it comes to the Italian meringue, it does look quite intense at the minute for 3 simple ingredients, but trust me, this is worth it. So you have to basically melt your sugar and water down so that the sugar's dissolved, and then you have to boil the mixture. This does have to get to 120 degrees, so it's much easier if you do have a thermometer, which I do have somewhere. So here's a thermometer. You can use sugar thermometers, anything like that, but I will say it is much easier if you have one. I'll link this one below just so you know roughly which one I sort of use, but there's varying priced ones. It will just be much easier. So once you've done that, that will start boiling. Towards the end of the boiling, you need to start whipping your egg whites to stiff peaks, and you have to trickle your sugar syrup in slowly and let it whisk to a lovely, thick Italian meringue mixture. I know it sounds scary, but you'll be fine. So once your sugar and your water is in your pan, you just want to heat it on a low temperature to make sure the granules of your sugar disappear. It can make the mixture look clear, slightly cloudy, depending on your point of view, but you just don't want to feel any grain from your spatula. So once it then reaches this is when you can turn up the temperature and let it start boiling. Your aim, like I've said, is 120 degrees, which is firm ball stage. This is very hot, so it can take quite a long time to get there. But once it reaches about 115, 116, that's when you can start pouring in your egg whites and whisking them to stiff peaks to make sure it times really well. If the sugar syrup starts splashing up the side of the pan whilst it's boiling, you can use a pastry brush with a little bit of water just to wipe the sides of the pan to prevent anything from crystallizing. Again, this sounds very intense, but trust me, it's easier than you think. And then let this whisk for 5 minutes. And there you have a deliciously glossy and perfect Italian meringue frosting. That is just glossy, thick, and amazing. And you know, you can do the meringue test by holding the bowl above your head, but I just don't want to do that today because knowing my luck, it will fall out. If you went to the Good Food Festival and you saw that happen, it didn't. We just don't talk about that. But either way, your meringue's now ready to place onto your set cheesecake. I always take my cheesecake out of its tin whilst the meringue is cooling down, and then you can just dollop it on, fluff it about, and sort of glaze it with the blowtorch, and then it's the perfect lemon meringue cheesecake. Sometimes I find using a fork like this just creates a nice little bit of texture to your meringue. So So once your meringue is onto your cheesecake, this is the fun bit where you make it look like a proper toasty, delicious meringue. And I do use a blowtorch for this, but obviously like the sugar syrup, it does get very, very hot. So please be careful when you're doing this. If you don't have a blowtorch, you can use your oven grill. The look will be slightly different and you have to really keep an eye on it so that you don't also melt the cheesecake at the same time. But either way, your meringue is now cooked. So because it's an Italian meringue, the heat of the syrup has cooked the egg whites out, so it's safe to eat. So if you can't toast it, it's also fine to just have like this. But either way, I'm gonna give it a light little blowtorch and give it a delicious meringue look. So that is how you make my lemon meringue cheesecake. I still say it's no bake because I don't use the oven, but obviously that's up to you. Either way, it's a delicious summery dessert and I know you'll love it. I always do, and you guys always do too. So make sure to check out the full recipe in the description box below. I'll link all of the bits I use to make it easier, but make sure to also come back next time for something beautiful, delicious and tasty. Enjoy!